Hello and welcome to the weekly news roundup show. Now, we do like your feedback and comments, and we've been asked for a We've Spotted section on the news show, covering items that might not have made it to the Kit Plus press room. So we're going to begin this week with that.
Yeah, so this week we spotted plans to build a new film studio in the UK have been approved, with Shinfield Studios granted planning permission to set up 4 sound stages and 4 workshops near Reading in Berkshire for a period of 5 years. And it's said to have already been approached by a number of US film production companies.
Excellent, nice and local to us as well. And we've also just spotted on Alistair Chapman's XDcam-user.com website that there's a minor but important Sony FX6 firmware update that fixes the back-to-front EI values that are used during clip playback in the Cine EI mode. So if you're an FX6 user out there, then do check out that.
As we approach what would normally be the NAB show in Las Vegas, you might like to check out the NAB Amplify website. It's got lots of really interesting articles, video and case studies, and it's not just US content.
No, absolutely not. I was reading on there the Line of Duty article recently, which covers the start-stop nature of productions last year, the insurance schemes that were set up, and how they set about recommencing filming of Line of Duty Season 6 after a somewhat abrupt cut when COVID hit during lockdown in March 2020. It's a really interesting read.
Yeah, and when you watch the new content on TV, it does make you appreciate the mass effort going on behind the scenes to keep everybody safe. The usual NAB week is, of course, also the first anniversary of KitPlusTV, so we'll try and conjure up something special for you.
Yeah, how quickly 12 months passes, eh? And if you spotted something worthy of a mention, then do get in touch, news@kitplus.com. So let's head over to Raj now for this week's question.
Hello, this week's question. During the past year, remote working has become paramount. Therefore, does your compliance and monitoring solution allow your engineering teams to work remotely?
Thanks, Raj. And I think remote working must have been the most covered subject in our shows over the last year, and it's a great question to start with. So we'll have the answer to that later in the show.
The Imperial War Museums have deployed Spectra StorCycle, which is a storage lifecycle management software to enhance its existing storage infrastructure. It supports its video, audiovisual and exhibitions departments to preserve their invaluable data, including thousands of films, videotapes, audio recordings and photographs that would otherwise disintegrate and be lost forever were they not digitised.
Cinevideo has once again turned to Calrec with the launch of its new market-leading 12G UHD HDR truck. The company has installed a 40 fader Artemis and a router core alongside a compact and powerful 96-channel Brio 36.
Last week, we realised there is a raft of new terminology associated with cloud computing, like edge computing. What is it? We asked Mr. MXF once again to come to our rescue. Let's find out what all the jargon means.
Where is the edge in edge computing? Now, there's lots of computer jargon around today, so let's explore what's commonly meant by all of the words. Cloud means that you're doing your compute in some unknown region or regions of the network. Your cloud-based app might be a desktop app that was lifted and shifted into the cloud, and you access it using a remote desktop. Whereas a cloud-native app is either browser-based or app-based with scalable cloud resources shared by many users in a multi-tenant environment. An extreme case is serverless. There, your code only really exists as a bunch of functions and you don't know where they run at all. When your cloud system chooses servers that are physically close to your location to minimize cost or latency, that's called edge computing. So remember that internet technologies move the data around and web technologies allow you to interact with it. A registry is an organization that holds onto the data for you, and a register holds a specific sort of data. So why not register some news with KitPlusTV and we'll web-splain it for you in the weeks to come.
Thanks again, Mr. MXF. A great web-splanation there. Digita, a Finnish tech company specialising in comms networks, have picked Nevion to help create a new workflow transforming and highly innovative IP network for the FM and internet radio services of Finland's national broadcaster.
Now, there's always room for another acronym, and International Sales Team, IST, a worldwide network of highly experienced broadcast and media industry sales professionals for hire and deployment, has provided us with one by the name of STaaS. Now, we spoke in depth with David on the show last week, so in case you missed it, let's have a quick recap.
STaaS, we think, stands for Sales Team as a Service. A little bit of a play on words there, but we've created International Sales Team as to enable manufacturers and service providers to, an easy, cost-effective and quick way of growing their global sales. We are a sales team for hire. Look, we recognise that there's challenges for businesses to grow and establish new distribution chains into new countries. There's traps with local employment laws, culture, not to mention COVID-19, which has stopped most global travel in its tracks. So sitting in front of a customer is a bit of a challenge these days, isn't it? And then on the other hand, we've got a wealth, a pool of talent, television talent, sales talent, that's become available as companies are changing and are rationalising. So we saw an opportunity to put that talent to work and solve those entry barriers for companies that are trying to expand globally. So we've built a team of highly respected local individuals on the ground in all the major global markets of the world. And this means that we can assist manufacturers to enter into new areas. We are an alternative to the more traditional model of dealers, resellers. We might even replace a manufacturer's own in-house sales team if it makes sense.
So thanks, David. And you can watch the full interview there by heading over to kitplus.com/IST.
ABS Network, the Middle Eastern News Network, has chosen LiveU solutions for live news gathering across the Middle East and from its Washington, D.C. News Bureau. ABSN chose the technology to enhance its news reporting abilities with cost-effective, reliable 4K and or Full HD live streaming solutions and, of course, allowing the news teams to be much freer to move around.
Tag Video Systems marks another unique milestone by adding visualization and monitoring support for Sony's Hawkeye, the high-performance camera used in sports applications, and it's the first to offer support for Hawkeye on an IP or software multiviewer.
Intinor has added a user configurable delay to its direct encoders for streaming video distribution. Let's get a bit more insight now from Daniel.
Hey Simon and Matt, this is Daniel from Intinor. Today I wanted to talk to you about our new feature called the distribution delay. Our customers asked us about having different delays to different destinations. This might be good for betting, remote commentary, eSports, or if you have different takers that want to get the signal before everyone else. So what we've done is to have different delays on different destinations from the same software encoder. And that's it. So thank you and see you next time.
Thanks, Daniel. Whenever the words streaming and esports come together, we have to speak to this man, Jon Pratchett. Jon, you've seen the news from Intinor. Now, how important is this delay feature and how do you see it being used in the real world?
So specifically in esports, it's quite a significant feature to add to their systems. One of the things about esports is, especially in the competitive side of things, if we are streaming out the competition over the internet, say like to Twitch or YouTube or somewhere like that, it's very easy for the competitors to be able to look at that stream to find out what's going on, because we might not be showing what they're doing, but we might be showing what their competitors doing, and so they can get an idea of where, for example, that competitor is in the map or what strategies they're taking. So it's important that we can delay the feed that goes out to the stream, so that if they did look at it, they're looking at something it could be like 5 minutes ago. So it's, it's of no use to them. And so before we would have had to have done that within the service that we're streaming to, which is okay. We don't have as granular control as we would like, but to actually be able to have it in a device like Intinor is brilliant, because the beauty of an Intinor is that it can do multiple things anyway. So we can take in a stream, one stream, we don't have to think about doing anything with it. And it could be that for Twitch, we want to delay it by 5 minutes. We might be going straight off to Sky's MCR, for example. They don't want a delay feed. They want to be able to do whatever they want to do. So we can send them real time. We don't have to split up the signal. We can put it into an Intinor, and now we can adjust all these delays. So yeah, for esports specifically, it's excellent.
So I kind of want to ask as well, what about is it an ad? Is it just like a feature release on your existing box, or is it a new product you've got to get? Will you be using it?
We'll certainly be using it, for the stuff that we do. It is a feature option for Intinor boxes. So if you have an Intinor system, you can contact Intinor and they can add that for you.
Thanks, John. And if streaming is your thing, then do check out John's YouTube channel. There's literally hours and hours of essential viewing there. As a shortcut, just go to kitplus.com/streaming tech.
Altice France, SFR, France's second largest telecoms operator with 25 million customers, has extended the deployment of MediaKind's video storage and processing platform solution to deliver live OTT coverage of a major European soccer competition. You can find out more about MediaKind on the link kitplus.com/MediaKind, because last week we spoke to Eric Ramberg about the company and their solutions.
Yeah, it was a good conversation. And Brainstorm is participating in the 5G Media Hub project, which aims to accelerate the testing and validation of media applications with 5G technology. The specific scenario to be developed and validated by Brainstorm is focused on broadcasting panoramic virtual content optimally to multiple users.
And here's a positive story about an award-winning post-production facility investing in high-end kit. Electric Theatre Collective, ETC, has got a new toy, a 31-inch 4K Sony TriMaster BVM HX310 professional master monitor for the grading suite at its London studios. The monitor was provided by Big Pic Media, who specialise in the supply of broadcast-grade monitors. I think it would be great to have someone come in and have a chat to us about this.
Yeah, Big Pic Media, if you're out there, get in touch and we'd love to chat to you. TVU Networks has announced the TVU Anywhere SDK, a free-of-charge software development kit for the TVU Anywhere live IP video streaming app. With this new SDK, developers can add reliable, high-quality, low-latency live video transmission to an iOS or Android app, which makes it very easy for reporters, viewers, and even fans to contribute live video for programming. This really could be a very, very useful feature.
Yeah, cool. And with news on Matchbox, the industry's premier audio-video alignment toolbox from Hitomi. But we're not going over to them. Instead, we've got the head of network operations for NEP Connect here to tell us more. Over to you, Phil.
NEP Connect have recently purchased a 4K Matchbox generator and analyzer system with a glass license to be used in our Networks Operations Centre in Media City in Salford. Matchbox has been adopted by many of our partners and customers, so clearly demonstrates the strength of the product. In order to align with their test equipment and to ensure that we continue to add value as part of the technical lineup stage, this purchase was essential to expand our test equipment. NEP Connect continue to invest in the latest technology, not only for contribution and distribution, but also test and analysis. The Hitomi Matchbox fits into this strategy and enables us to deliver the highest possible level of service to our biggest broadcast partners.
Thanks, Phil. And of course, Media City UK, the home of our annual Kit Plus show in the north, currently hoping to go ahead in July. Watch this space.
Yeah, fingers crossed, eh? Playbox Neo has expanded the software connectivity of its production Airbox Neo 20 broadcast playout server, with support now provided for the Octopus Newsroom computer system. It provides features designed specifically for live production, including the ability to trim or reposition every clip in a playout while the scheduled session is on air.
Studio Technologies has enhanced their Model 5422A Dante Intercom audio engine, the box for creating party line intercom circuits when used with Dante compatible products. The A version offers auto mix function for enhanced party line and audio mixing applications. They've also expanded the network connectivity with 3 gigabit Ethernet ports to better meet the needs of larger multi-network installations.
Shotoko, manufacturer of manual and robotic camera support and VR tracking, has introduced unique new functionality, Orbit, to SmartPed, its fully robotic XY pedestal. SmartPed can now travel in a clockwise and counterclockwise movements around circular sets. It's a growing design element in today's broadcast studios.
PMC is marking its 30th anniversary by opening PMC Studio London, a state-of-the-art Dolby Atmos music mixing suite that will be used to demonstrate the company's professional loudspeaker products, and particularly those suited to everyone's favourite immersive audio format.
I guess that's something you can't do online, isn't it, really, demonstrate loudspeakers. You do
No,
need that
that'd be-
facility.
Yeah, quite tricky.
And as part of a wider studio upgrade to meet the rising demand for live content, Sky Italia are using Grass Valley LDX 86N series cameras, which give the broadcaster an easy upgrade route to IP and 4K UHD as and when it's needed. Grass Valley's unique direct IP functionality enables the base station to be located a considerable distance away from the camera, allowing the team to manage the bulk of production from a remote or even home studio.
Yeah, and by considerable distance, they actually mean up to 20,000 kilometres away. Quite a long way. Right. EditShare now offers the support for the AWS Media Intelligence solution, providing customers with the ability to maximise the value of their content. And EditShare Flow, a media management platform, includes API integration with AWS machine learning services that allow the simple additions such as transcription, translation, and video analysis right into the production pipeline.
So finally, let's head back over to Raj now for the answer to his question earlier on whether your monitoring and compliance system allows your engineering teams to work remotely.
Most incident management tools are bound to physical locations. These include MCRs, operation centres, and central engineering offices. Despite dwindling resources, today's broadcast engineers need to manage more services than ever before and from multiple sources. Maintaining a high level of agility is hence paramount. Media Proxy's MonWall interactive multiviewer has been designed to cater for this level of flexibility required in today's demanding broadcast monitoring environments. Exception-based monitoring through penalty boxes and interactive options are empowering engineers and operators by extending incident management beyond master control. Real-time monitoring and incident resolution can now be managed directly from any desktop, computer, or mobile device. By deploying Media Proxy's log server software on the server side, engineers are now able to access views of the transmission feeds and related issues in real time over secure low bandwidth IP streams without requiring access to the full payload source. This server-side approach allows for centralization of monitoring and incident management, as well as the ability to distribute tasks across the organization. Now different parts of the transmission chain can be viewed from anywhere to any edge point in order to narrow down specific points of failure.
Thank you, Raj. And you can, of course, find all the information on this at MediaProxy.com. That's all we have time for this week. Don't forget to get in touch if you spot something we need to know about, and do head over to the Kit Plus website for all the news, plus articles, reviews, and of course, that new and used kit for sale.
And of course, we're converting all of these shows in video into podcasts. So log on to your favourite directory and follow the Kit Plus podcast. If they don't appear on your directory, please let us know and we'll list it with them. Thank you very much for watching. And here in the UK today, we're allowed to go and have a beer in the garden with 5 mates. So you can guess where we're going now. Wherever you are, please stay safe, follow the rules, and hopefully this will all be over sooner. Thank you very much.